All right, welcome back. It's that time again. We've spent the show reporting on the news. Now back with our most excellent panel. We'll enter game mode. We're going to dig into our vault and play a round of the countdown. So I'll present a topic and the gang will have 90 seconds between them to lock down some great answers. So back with me, Joshua Phillip, host of the Josh Phillip Show in Crossroads, Angie Wong, Republican strategist and political columnist, and Chris Bob, Entity's political correspondent. So diving right in here, Major League Baseball is warning players that writing anything on their uniforms violates league rules. So this comes after several San Francisco Giants pitchers, including starter Landon Roop, added Bible verses to their Pride Night caps last week. Roop told reporters, quote, "That's just something I believe in, and I stand firm in that. I'm thankful we live in a country where we have the freedom to believe what we want and express what we want." Chris, you're up first. The clock starts now.
Normally I'd be upset about something like this, but choosing something from the 9th chapter of Genesis, where basically you get the Noah covenant that God's not going to destroy the world again, and he puts the rainbow in the sky. It's nice, and that's their interpretation of the rainbow on their pride hat. But it wasn't Leviticus 20:13 or anything too inflammatory, and I think that the MLB basically said that you can't even put "I love you, Mom" or "Happy Mother's Day" on your hats either. So I think it's just a policy thing, and I think it's a stupid policy, and they should probably change it.
Yeah, look, I don't care what they put on their hats as long as they win, right? If it gives them that extra boost, if God is with them and they're going to win the game, let them do that. If they want to wear Hello Kitty or anything else to get them, just to give them that extra confidence, let them do it. But okay, I get it. They want to sell advertisements and anything else on the hats. Well, wear it in your shoe.
From what I get, they didn't have to wear the rainbow hat. They could choose to wear the normal hat. But
I think somebody did wear the normal hat
yeah.
and they got in trouble or something.
Oh,
I don't
did they?
know.
I mean, in my personal opinion, look, if you're being forced to wear something that goes against your values, you should be able to clarify what you believe it represents. And so I think it's, if you're gonna play the game, don't be mad when other people play ball type thing. You know what I mean?
Great reference.
Yeah.
Like
Baseball.
Like
and
it.
so, you know what? Like, they started it, let the players finish it. That's my take.
The league has been a leader among the 4 major U.S. pro sports to host Pride Night since it does land in June, and we have 3 seconds left. Gonna watch that clock go down?
Wow.
All right.
Just rolling with
All right,
it.
I finished here. All right, let's move on. So America's Time Capsule has officially been sealed. It will be buried in Philadelphia on July 4th for America's 250th birthday and won't be open until 2276. Let's go into the future there. Now, it contains items from all 50 states, including everything from a vial of sand to an Olympic gold medal. What would you guys put inside the time capsule? Let's see. Angie, let's start with you. Clock starts now.
Well, certainly a MAGA hat, right? Let's just do that and just make everyone wonder. I was thinking the weirdest thing, I would love to see the bloody bandage that came off Trump's ear after Butler, Pennsylvania in that capsule, because that was a very historical piece, I thought. I mean, that kind of solidified his presidency the second time, I think. But so that's the weird stuff that I would like to add, only because like when someone opens it, zillions of years from now, they're gonna be like, what is this? Look it up.
Chris?
I don't know, the U.S.-Iran deal, the text of it, because that's what I'm waiting to see, so I have confirmation that it exists. No, I don't know. What would I put it in? Probably not an iPhone and a bottle of Coke, which apparently is going in there. If we're really saying that's the best we have to offer, I would be surprised if there are people in 250 years to unearth that thing.
Well, it brings the funny argument of like, how is the Trump administration going to be remembered in the future? I would assume that Trump will probably put something in there to maybe set straight his version of history, because 250 years from now, you'll probably have him framed a certain way, and this would be like the hidden Trump records, like Trump's hit. Yeah, maybe that's why he took them. Maybe that's why he took them home. He wanted to shove them into the time capsule. Yeah, maybe something along those lines.
That's a good.
Well, there will be 200 artifacts to tell America's story when it is open in 250 years. So on that note,
I'll be waiting.
And yeah, we all will be waiting. All right, let's pivot a bit here. So actor and filmmaker Bradley Cooper is in talks to star in a new Sean Penn directed film about January 6th. Cooper is reportedly being considered to play a police officer who was in the nation's capital that day, Hollywood's first major feature film tied to the event. Josh, I know you've investigated January 6th. So what do you make of Hollywood making this story? The clock starts now.
Well, the funny thing is Hollywood already made the story because when Congress had their hearings at the Jan 6 committee, they hired a Hollywood director to falsify the entire record. I think the whole Jan 6 story is getting blown out of the water right now. Frankly, the documentaries I did had it right from the get-go, as we're now seeing. Frankly, we're seeing that a lot of people lied on record. We're seeing that people, including some of the police, were making false statements. We're seeing that video was edited. For example, there were videos, where people were made to look like criminals, and then when Congress showed the videos, they removed the audio. And in the audio, you hear people apologizing and saying, for example, "Oh, I'm sorry we bumped into each other. Let me help you up." So it was not assault. They removed the audio to change the records. Crazy stuff like this. And so I think it's Hollywood-directed narrative part 2, not part 1.
Angie?
Yeah, another Hollywood-edited version of J6. Why do we always revert back to J6? I thought that was kind of like, it's already an old story, but Sean Penn wants to make the Hollywood version with Bradley Cooper, who I can't even imagine him being a Capitol Police. I just don't see it, but okay.
He's good in The Hangover.
He's better in The Hangover. I don't know about Capitol Police.
Thread a thin line. Don't make half the audience leave.
Yeah, but look, they'll rewrite the narrative, and sadly, Bradley Cooper might win like an Oscar for this because that's what they want.
Well, we'll see. All right, finally, Pizza Hut's parent company, Yum Brands, is selling the struggling pizza chain for $2.7 billion. So delivery apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats have hit Pizza Hut hard in recent years. Chris, you're first again. Clock starts now.
Wow. I don't know. I used to see a lot of Pizza Huts when I was young, and I haven't seen one in a while. Makes you think. I don't know. I don't think Pizza Hut, we got problems if this is a topic. Maha, probably very happy about this. RFK Jr., he's sitting there. But the fact that it's getting sold might not be good for him because maybe they'll make it bigger and better.
Look at that.
All right, Angie.
I know Chris doesn't eat carbs, so he wouldn't know about Pizza Hut. I don't know, $2.7 billion for a brand that's been a while since I was a kid. I think that's okay money. I don't know, sell it. If it's not moving, then it's not moving. There's so much better pizza out there. I'm still eating carbs, clearly, but I think that there's a lot of good pizza. But look,
Is Pizza Hut good pizza?
it's not. It's cardboard pizza. I shouldn't say that too loud. But it's not. It's okay. It is what it is. But it was a good brand. If they're getting $2.7 billion for it, let them have it.
Pizza Hut needs to lean into nostalgia. If I were to give them advice, I'd say lean into nostalgia. The audience, the customer base, it's nostalgic Pizza Hut eaters who used to go to Blockbuster and get their movie and get a Pizza Hut pizza.
Put the red roof back.
Yeah, bring the red roof back. Bring back the little the checkered, tablecloths and the red cups and stuff like that. Bring back the pizza buffet. That's their solution. They need to lean into it.
All right, pizza buffet, you heard it here. And before we go to the break, AP is reporting that Mike Collins has won the Republican nomination for U.S. Senate in Georgia. He'll face off with Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff this November. So thank you all so much for being here for game night.